Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy, 603 404 9338. And how lucky am I? I think this is what, Anthony, the fourth week in a row. I'm fortunate enough to have the best artist on the East Coast to join me on the show. So, grab a chair, get your phone ready. Anthony, let them know who you are.
Well, you already told them.
Well, I didn't, you could add a little, your last name or whatever, Jones.
I'm Anthony Williams. I'm a local artist in town. I'm not as famous as Dave says I am, but
He's more famous.
I'm just an artist that's happy that I can do art. And I think art is one of the greatest therapy tools in the world. People that are crippled paint with their mouth if they have no arms. I've
seen that.
People that are blind that still do abstracts and people guide them. So it says a lot about art, and I'm glad that I have a place to show my art, and I push art. And I thank Dave for having me on the show.
I'm glad you come on, and I'm dying to see one of your demo shows so I can, because I have pencils. I don't know, I can do it with pencils.
Color pencil?
Yeah.
Sure.
A bunch of them. Yeah, with even the paper and a notebook. So there you go. Of course, we all know the drill, the itinerary, whatever you want to call it. We start with the inspirational quote, and then the interesting fun facts. You're going to love them today. So everyone else out there too will. So no pop quiz today. I don't think. Oh, maybe.
What?
Maybe we can throw a pop quiz in one or two of these facts.
Sure.
So there you have it. Anyway, hold your phone calls for now till we're done, which is going to be, we're running behind today. It's just one of those days. And in case, what's up with, by the way, if anybody knows, where'd these hurricane force winds come from? It's unbelievable. We were just out on Elm Street. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
Really, if you had one of those suits on that you see them flying off the mountains, if you had one of those on and opened it up, you'd be long gone.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with the inspirational quote. Now, Roy T. Bennett seems to always catch my attention. So I like this one. Accept yourself, love yourself, and keep moving forward. Here's the part that I love. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Right? And how many people, they want change, but they will say they're holding on to an abusive relationship. They want change, but yet, so there you go. Accept yourself, love yourself, and keep moving forward. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. That goes for everyone. So, and naturally, Roy T. Bennett, the light in the heart. All right, so today, here's a pop quiz to start with. The interesting fun facts are about, where do we live?
Manchester.
Well, what state?
New Hampshire.
What else is it called?
The Granite State.
There you go. Today, the interesting fun facts, granite. Right?
There's a lot of granite up here.
There is. There's a big granite pit in Londonderry. You should see it.
Yeah.
Big pit, not too far from where I live. I always thought they were building something for the longest time, and then it was just several months ago. I'm talking with this guy. I was having a beer down at the Manchester Elks, and I'm telling him about it. And he says to me, no, Dave, that's granite pits. So there you go. But anyway, here's some interesting fun facts about granite. We have 10 today, so I won't need help. All right, so interesting fun fact number 1, the premier fact. Not that it's the most important, but it's the first one. Get this. Granite is the oldest igneous, right? Right? Igneous. Igneous. Igneous.
Yeah, ingenious.
Engine rock in the world, believed to have been formed as long as 300 million years ago. Imagine. For those who have forgotten your high school science classes, igneous rocks are formed from cooling lava or magma. So
Yep.
there was volcanoes around here?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of interesting. That's, nice to know. So imagine it's all, but how come, if it's from cooling lava or magma, how come it's like the color it is? It's not black like lava.
It's got, it's just like melting rocks. Whatever gets in its way is going to be part of the granite.
Yeah, but if you go to Mexico City, there's a whole park down there. And it's lava. It's all black.
Yeah.
Black lava. And the same when I went to Lanzarote, their national park. It's all lava, and it's these big mountains of lava, all black.
Wow. All black?
Bizarre, yeah. All right. Interesting fun fact number 2. Granite is also what's called a plutonic rock, meaning that it forms deep underground. Granite is the main component that makes up the Earth's continental crust. I never knew that either. Man, all these are, you learn something new every day. All this. Fun, interesting fact number 3. The white mineral grains that you see in granite are feldspar. F-E-L-D-S-P.
Feldspar. I haven't heard that word in a long time. Feldspar.
See that? You just heard it again. Wow.
Yeah.
The white mineral grains that you see in granite are feldspar, which is the most abundant rock on the planet. This is just blowing me away. Comprising around 60% of the Earth's surface.
Wow.
This is just, it's fascinating. Interesting fun fact number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The word granite comes from the Latin word granum, which means a coarse grain. Granite got its name because of the grain-like patterns formed by its densely packed crystals. No wonder it appealed to me.
Right.
Crystals.
It's got crystals in it.
All right. Interesting fun fact number 5. Granite has a density of around 162 pounds per cubic foot, whatever that means. That's more than 2 times heavier than the same volume of water.
That means it's granite's heavy.
That's what I was thinking. That's
Very
what
heavy.
I thought it meant. So what does it mean? It's like 1 cubic foot, it weighs 162 pounds? All right,
Yeah.
because it talks about density.
That's extremely heavy.
That is for sure. Imagine, so you don't want to hit a granite thing in the road. Forget it. You rip your whole car off. All right. Interesting fun fact number 6. I could do it that way or that way. Interesting fun fact number 6. Granite is one of the hardest substances in the world, coming in at a 7 on the Mohs, M-O-H-S, hardness scale. In fact, granite is so tough and durable that the pedestal that the Statue of Liberty stands on is made from
Granite.
Ta-da, you pass. And, well, another famous landmark is also sculpted out of granite.
Another.
Famous national landmark. I think it's South Dakota. Or is it North Dakota? I think it's South Dakota.
The first thing come to my mind was Abe Lincoln, but I don't know. Because I think that's granite too.
Yeah, but what's the name of the thing?
It's,
There's the quiz. What's the name of the sculpture? The national landmark. Oh, come on.
I don't know.
1, 2, bzzz, Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah, with the president's face on it. Is
Right,
that-
well, you said Lincoln. I thought that's what you meant.
Oh.
No? Would you have something else in mind?
Mm-hmm.
What, the Lincoln Library?
No, the,
Oh, in D.C., the
DC.
Lincoln Memorial.
yeah.
I wonder, that might be granite too, or is that marble?
I don't know. I think it's granite.
Well, I'll have to Google it, and if I remember.
Call Abe up on the phone.
There you go, right. All right, next, interesting fun fact number 7. Granite has been used in construction since the ancient Egyptians.
Right.
That made sense to me. Interesting fun fact number 8. Granite was also the reason, this I knew, well, I didn't know this part. Granite was also the reason for the first commercial railroad in the United States. The Granite Railway of,
Western Union.
no, Quincy, Mass.
Quincy. Ooh.
Right, if you drive down, well, we used to call it the Expressway, it's 93 now, but they had the Quincy Quarry,
Huh.
where you go swimming, diving off the rocks.
That's all granite?
Yeah, all granite, yeah. All right, interesting fun fact number 9. I never heard of this though. Blue Hone granite, taken from the island of, see if you know where this is. Oh wait, it says Ailsa Craig near Scotland, is used in the manufacture of curling stones. Those odd stone discs with handles used in the sport of curling. You know, I love watching that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, you know why? Because it's so like slow and smooth and non-confrontational, but just the way it just, you know,
Wow.
nice and easy and comforting to me to watch. All right, and finally, interesting fun fact number 10. All right, could I do like this? 1, 10. Right? All right, the highest granite mountain in the world is Kanchenjunga in the,
African.
no, the big mountains. Come on.
Well, there's a lot
The
of
highest mountains.
Andes,
Oh, Himalayas.
Himalayas.
At, are you ready? The highest granite mountain in the world is Kanchenjunga in the Himalayas. Get this, at 5.335 miles. Kanchenjunga, it's the 3rd highest mountain in the world. Imagine, and it's a granite mountain also. I
Wow.
wonder how much granite it has to have to be classified a mountain. I'm probably like a bunch of it, right?
I would imagine, but
Right, so there's the fun facts for today, everybody, because we live here, so I figured
Why not?
apropos, right?
yeah.
You know, because we live in the Granite State, so there's some,
I wonder if the old man on the mountain went, if it was made of granite.
well, maybe some of it, because if it was all granite, it would still be there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they thought about putting up a fiberglass, but then they decided not to.
I think they should, or,
Well, I photographed it like a couple months before it fell,
did
and it
you?
was the first time I'd ever seen it. I was up doing some painting
Yeah,
for what's their names? They're
I give up.
geez.
Queen Elizabeth?
No, yeah, right. Easter seals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they had a place up there where they can help people, and the Easter
Yeah.
seals. And I was doing some painting up there, and on the way up, there it was. I saw a bunch of cars on the side, and I take a look, and I go, wow. And I stop, and I got a picture of it. I don't know where the photograph is, but I imagine I still have it. But
Huh.
a couple months later, boom. That's 20
Amazing.
years ago.
Wow, and I told you, I always remember when I was in grade school, Medford, it was a field trip. That was the field trip up to see the old man on the mountain. I always remember
Well,
that.
that is pretty wild that a face actually
Yeah.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today? Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm the energy lady. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, but what happened to your energy when I answered the phone?
Well, you're going ahead of me and I'm going behind you. Because I'm listening to Granite.
So what'd you think of that? See, did you learn anything with those interesting
Of
fun
course,
facts?
I know all about Granite.
Oh, dude, so you
I
already knew.
collect stones.
You what?
I collect granite stone. I get all kinds of stones. I'm into stones.
And me. As a matter of
And
fact,
crystals.
and me. I have.
And hi, Anthony.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good.
Hey, you're becoming famous because you're hanging around Dave.
Uh-oh.
He's saying you're famous.
Uh-oh.
Imagine that.
I hope I don't get a Hollywood ego.
Well, if you do, we'll have to clip your wings.
That's right. Throw a rock at me.
I don't need to do that. Why should I? Yeah, you gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Exactly true. That is the truth. No doubt about it.
They have a song about that.
What's the song? What's the name of the
You
song?
gotta love yourself, and somebody else. That one.
I don't know that one. Was it tough for? Hey,
Because
energy.
you're hanging around Granite too long.
Is that what it is? Hey, energy lady. I got a question for you now. I got somebody who's. I don't know if you heard it already or you're gonna be hearing it soon. Who's looking to get pregnant? You know somebody that's looking to get pregnant because it's gonna come true for them shortly. Just so you know.
Not me.
Well, right now, somebody you know though. I know it's not you. I mean, then again, you never know. You still might be trying. I mean, hey.
Oh no, you kidding? I'd be rich if I ever got pregnant.
That's
They'd be
right.
calling me Mrs. Granite.
Too much, and she'll be having what? Granite countertops. Mrs.
Oh yeah,
Granite.
Granite everything. You know Granite's the top
Yeah.
thing.
That's right.
Yep. I saw a church made out of granite one time.
Wow.
Really? Where was that?
Somewhere in Manchester.
What
It's all
happened?
stone.
What happened to the? Is it still here?
I don't know.
I think St.
I
Anne's.
don't even know the name of the street, but I saw it one time.
Oh, I think
It's an old church.
St. Anne's Cathedral in Quebec. I think that's all granite, and that thing's massive. It's in the middle of nowhere in this tiny little town. The place is massive,
Wow.
and it's miracles have happened in there. So they
When
say.
that's wet, it's dull, but when it's dry, it shines. You'll see all these sparkles in it.
In what?
And the granite.
Well, even in granite countertops. I can hear you in your background.
That's because on account of, right, it's natural. It's the natural granite.
So what? It doesn't show all the different colors or what? I'm
No,
confused.
it got silver. And you'll see the black behind it with the gray.
Really?
Huh.
Wow.
It's pretty. I have a stone like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and other times you won't see it shine, but if the sun hits it a certain way, it shines like silver.
Wow. I have.
Beautiful.
Well, I got this here. This is optical calcite. So depending, I'm giving you a read. That's where I'm coming. Where I came with the pregnancy thing, but now I'm gonna have. Who's sort of. I don't think it's you, but it's somebody that's close to you, and you know that you care a lot about. What's up with them, sort of, for lack of a better term, sort of henpecking you? I see that happening here. Somebody, me. So
Yeah?
get ready for that. That's happening shortly. But it is somebody that you care about quite a bit. So don't ask me.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh, do ya?
Yes, I do.
I'm glad you can.
No matter what I say, the person thinks they're right, and I just let it go.
That's right. That's all. Because I mean, especially people with that attitude, you can't even sort of discuss it with them. You know, because
Nope.
no matter what you say, they're correct. You know, they're in the right, and you're not. So I hear you.
Yeah, I know who.
Wow. And well. Do you hear cats tonight? I don't even know if it's that time of year. No, it might be, but cats and heat in your neighborhood that are keeping you up at night?
No,
Well, that's coming too. You'll see pretty soon. You'll be hearing the cats in heat at night. They're going to be waking you up from your sleep.
well, I hope they have a good time.
It's loud and it's loud and clear. And also, don't forget you. For some reason, it's all animals in here. Don't forget to feed your feathered friends out there. I could see them, you know, looking for. I see quite a few of them. They're hungry, so don't forget to feed the poor little thing. Throw some stale bread out for them. And
Yep.
and
Well, I
fine.
hang around a friend that feeds a lot of birds, and I talk to the birds, you know that. And I'm for the birds, you know that.
That's right. I talk to the birds too. I talk to all the animals out there. Squirrels, birds, you name it, raccoons, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Finally, I'm going to end with. Well, speaking of squirrels, there's. When the next squirrel you see, you're going to have to talk to him. But here's where I'm going to end it here. And just so you know, the RM, whatever those letters mean, RM, MR. So there's some significance there. You're going to be hearing from someone soon with RM or MR. So there you have it, Energy Lady.
Well, thank you for the reading.
You're very welcome, and don't forget now you know all that you've learned. Well, you said you knew all that stuff about granite anyway, but
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's so many different types of things that are made out of granite.
the base of the Statue of Liberty, the pedestal.
Everything.
Imagine Mount Rushmore. Imagine.
Yeah.
What else?
And like you said, a lot of things in Scotland, too.
Well, that's where the blue granite comes from to make the curling stones.
Mm-hmm.
Which maybe that's why I
And
like
what
it.
about Ireland? Ireland has a lot of stones, too.
Yeah, but granite.
And what about Egypt?
Well, they used it for construction. I don't know if they imported it or not, but that's when it was used in construction way back then. Are the pyramids built of granite?
No.
No, never mind.
In
They're
fact,
not-
No.
the stones on all the pyramids.
And the word that you were looking for before, it's called ancient, because many years ago,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Ancient Egyptians, right. They,
it's called ancient.
right, they go back quite a while, I'm sure.
Yeah, the stones that were used for the pyramid don't even come from that section of the country.
Yeah.
They don't, where they come from.
Outside. Exactly where.
They
All
import
right,
it.
I'm going to let you go because I don't want to take up all your time.
All right, thanks for
God bless
calling.
you and have a wonderful,
Energy,
wonderful day.
thank
Well,
you.
I don't believe
God
you.
bless.
Anthony, keep up the good work on your painting.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Uh,
What, they don't know where they came from?
man didn't build those pyramids.
Who built them?
I believe that they were what they call the Watchers. The Book of Enoch.
You know,
Yep.
I've read about 3 pages of it. I forgot all about it. I
It's
have
one
to
of the
start
mo-
reading that.
Well, I'm guilty too because I haven't touched it in at least 2 months, but I'm going back to it. It's the
And
most
me, now that you
interesting
mentioned
book. It starts the whole world makes more sense when you read what's in that book.
I'm gonna have to, cause I printed it
Yeah.
out for you, right? I got
There's
the
no
same
way
thing.
that man had the mathematical ability or anything else to build those pyramids.
Good.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good, thanks. I want to say hello to both of you. Anthony, you're a gentleman and a fine artist.
Thank you.
Okay. I just want to let you know that how can anybody, like Trump, how can anyone keep his sanity? The Democrats have been after him before he became president, while he was president, and to this very day. It makes about 8 years. Every day there's some new witch hunt. Every day.
Yeah.
And speaking of witch hunt, I don't know why they don't investigate Schumer. Now,
Yeah.
if it was you and me that threatened a United States Supreme Court person, we'd get 7 to 25 years in jail.
Yeah.
There was no investigation on Schumer threatening the Supreme Court man.
That's
And
right.
then how about Biden? When he became a president, he put his hand in the Bible to protect the United States of America. He's not protecting it by letting all those people across the border for many, many months, every day, thousands. You got drug dealers, you got drug users, you got criminals. Anyway,
They're all
so
criminals,
that's not
by the
protecting
way.
our country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know that China is got more a bigger navy than we have, and they're building up the army?
Yeah.
Don't forget now, during the Korean War, we fought the Chinese, not just the North Koreans. And so I just want you to know that that poor guy, I don't know how he can do it. I would have a nervous breakdown, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, before I hang up, I was going to say the Democrats should move to China, Russia, Iran. They'd feel at home, you know.
Yep.
They would.
But
That's
anyway, I want to thank you both. And like I said, Tony, Anthony, you're a good artist.
Thank you.
Gentlemen. Bye-bye.
all
you
right.
very
Thanks for
much.
calling. Bye.
No, he's right.
He's
It's
right.
getting ridiculous. A lot
You know
of it.
why they're after Trump? Because he upheld the Constitution. These people are just they're stampeding the Constitution. And what do I always say at the end? You can't be dumb if you want to be free. And there's a lot of dumb people out there.
There's a lot of
lot
that.
of dumb
It's
people out
starting
there.
to fall apart now. A lot of it. They're doing this so it'll screw him up so he won't have time to put it together for the 2024 race. But he's in New Hampshire today. He's in there in the state.
Yeah, but you know what he said. I told you I wouldn't vote. I wouldn't vote for him because he turned me off with some of the stuff, the way he attacked other people. But you know, when he was up there, he's saying they're coming after me to get to you, and he's exactly right.
Exactly.
He is exactly right. Whether you like the guy or not,
I
that
do.
is the
I
truth.
definitely do. In
Yeah.
fact, I look at what he did for this country. In fact, if you have me back on the show sometime, I'll bring it back and you can read what the man did, everything that he did.
Right, a
It
lot of
should have
stuff.
been done 40,
Yeah.
50 years ago.
Right.
Foreign policy, the educational system, look at it.
Plus, he passed that bill, which I admire him for, about the people that are terminally ill. You can, if you want to take the chance and try drugs that haven't been approved by the FDA, you have,
Right.
he gave you that right to try it, which, hey. But,
One of our most important allies, and it's not just my opinion, it's de facto, is Israel.
hold that thought. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Excuse me, I am fine, sir.
All right, Mr. Whoopi, what is
Uh-oh.
happening?
Oh, nothing much. Getting a little cooler weather.
Well, windy, that's for sure. I don't know how much cooler it is, but it sure is windy.
Well, that's fine.
That's
So,
fine.
how's you and Mr. Anthony doing?
I'm doing okay. I had a friend that passed over the weekend, but I'm dealing with it. He was a good man. He just suddenly went, just like that. It's kind of sad. But besides
well, when
that,
your time's up,
Yeah.
you go.
that's
That's
it.
right. When they call you a ticket, they ask for your ticket. You can't say no.
Get on the bus. We're taking you home.
That's exactly right. No choice. That's
How's
right.
your bartending job?
My bartending job is A-OK, no complaints. No
Did you
complaints.
get another hire?
Not yet. Imagine. So poor me, I'm working 4 shifts this week, 4 shifts next week, and they're longer. Some of them are longer shifts, but for me, ideally would be 2 or 3 shifts a week. Is
Yeah.
plenty, you know, it's about 4. I figure, hey, it's really not much of a summer. You know,
Could you,
I-
could you say where you're working so you can get more people to come down and see you?
well, even if I said where I was working, it doesn't matter because it's a private club, so you have to be a member. I work at a Elks Lodge. So you can't. You have to be a member to visit. Are you an Elks member?
Oh. I was, like 26 years.
Wow.
Wow.
But
Oh,
then they moved from one side of Manchester over to Granite Street, where
Right.
you used to work.
Right. Yeah, I work there on Tuesdays. I don't work there anymore. I just work down at Derry Sale
Right.
now.
wow.
Yeah.
Imagine.
So what? Yeah, but the one they used to have on bypass 28, it
Yeah.
was closer to our house. And then they moved over there, and I said, I'm not going to be driving across town after having a couple of beers at night or something.
I don't blame you. Plus, the parking over there is horrible. I
Yeah.
kept telling to me, the parking is horrible. You could fit maybe 10 cars, if that. So
Yeah, that used to be a Chinese restaurant.
that's right. And before that, it was the Granite Street Theater. In
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did some research on it. Imagine it was Granite Street Theater. Imagine.
yeah.
And what was the name of the Chinese restaurant? Do you remember?
I got no idea, but I know it was open at one time. I think we might have went in once
Uh-huh.
years and years and years ago.
Wow. Oh, well. Hey, do you want a one-card reading, Mr. Whoopi?
Yes, I'd appreciate it.
All right, we have the Queen of Wands here. Again, the Queen of Wands. Wands is sort of the direction you want to go. Goals that you might be aspiring to or wanting to attain. And of course, with the Queen as you can see, this Queen of Wands, it's just, you just have to, there's a few loose strings that you just have to tie up. And once you tie up those few loose strings, you really, really, really will focus, get everything in focus, and voila, once all that happens, it's, everything comes together, works out for you just the way you expected it or anticipated it to work out, and start the celebration, Mr. Whoopi. There you have it.
Hello?
Hello?
Don't have to worry about the big megabucks there.
Well, I
Who
know.
won? Did anybody win?
Yeah, some guy in, I heard Neptune Beach, Florida.
Oh,
And a wheelchair, no less. So he'll have the best wheelchair in the world now. Imagine you.
Yeah, he'll have a turbo engine on it.
Right, but just as well, because if that was me, if I woke up this morning and checked the numbers and I had the winning ticket, I would have died of a heart attack. Right.
How's Fred doing?
Oh, Fred's doing good. He's got, I don't know, he had, was it last Tuesday? Yeah, last Tuesday he went for his dental, and they extracted 11 teeth. Imagine.
ugh, that hurts.
So he's got,
How many teeth you got?
cats have 30, so he still has 19 teeth. He doesn't seem any worse for the wear, but he was on, are you ready? Kitty painkillers for 3 days.
Does he have fangs? His fangs?
His fangs are still
Yeah.
there, and they clean them just like when you or I go to the dentist. You see how white they are.
Wow.
Yeah, they did a great job. So They told me it takes a couple of weeks for the stitches to dissolve, so I can't give him any hard food.
It's
He's
not
just-
going to hurt him then.
No, he just seems to be all right. He was on kitty, like I said, kitty painkillers for 3 days. It was easy to give them to him. They said, oh, they're tiny, plus they're flavored. So I just smashed them up in between 2 spoons, and I put them in my hand, and he licked them.
Yeah.
He licked it. So,
Yeah,
yeah, but you know, cats, they're resilient. So he's doing fine.
9 lives.
Yeah.
We have to do this. We have to do the same thing with our dog. He's going in to have his teeth done.
Uh-huh.
He gave us a couple of, I don't know if they're Demerals or something.
Demerol.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, gabapentin, I bet. Gabapentin.
I don't know what they-
Because they gave me
It was
those.
given to the night before,
Oh,
you know.
gabapentin, because the first time I took him, you know, for his wellness check, as they call it, right? Not for his checkup,
Yeah.
his wellness check. You know, when they went to take the blood, withdraw the blood, he just went ballistic on him. So they couldn't do it, and they gave me gabapentin, and that's what they said. Depending on what time you feed him in the morning, his appointment was early. But they said if it was later in the day, you give him one at night, and then another one, we'll say like a few hours before you go back to the vet. Or they said if it's an early appointment, just give him one in the morning, and that's what I did. I mixed it with I took his food, and I just gave him like a teaspoon or 2 of cat food. And so, you know, with the gabapentin, and he ate it. Thank God. So, and it was,
So,
they
all
told,
done. Now he's happy.
right, he is, right. And,
Smiles with he smiles with the pearly whites.
oh, he does, perming up a storm, yeah. So, yeah, his breath, he doesn't have bad breath any longer. So, he's a happy boy. He's a happy kitty. All right, Mr. Whoopi, we're going to let you go because Anthony brought some art and he hasn't had a chance to show it and
Okay.
give us the recitation on it. All right.
You take care. Thank you. Have a good
Yeah.
week.
Thanks,
Take care.
thanks for calling.
Just as the tomorrow.
Okay, I didn't hear you at the end, but you faded out.
Yeah,
Thanks,
faded
bye.
Out for the parade.
Oh,
When is that, tomorrow?
Yep.
So no cruising with Mary tomorrow?
Yeah.
No cruising with Mary tomorrow because there's a parade.
Well, the show's going to go on with Jim, Mary, and myself.
Oh, now I take that back. There is cruising with Mary tomorrow, but Mary's not going to be cruising.
Right.
All right, very good. Hey, thanks for
Staying
that.
home.
Right,
Just
thank.
staying home with the cats.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks for that little tidbit of info.
Okay.
All
take
right,
care.
enjoy. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
In fact,
All right.
I'm surprised we haven't heard from you yet. Well, this is some paintings I did a couple years ago, and they're complete, which shocks me. This is
I love that one.
this here is 2 monarchs. This is something that get a close up of this. This is something
Love
that
that.
I took from a photographer that told me to paint this, and he gave me the photograph and permission to paint it. And
Love that.
this right here, I set in
I love that too.
the person's back. There's a phone there too.
No, there isn't. Good. Go ahead.
And then here we go. Here's these are all lilies. I didn't realize there are so many lilies, but what I did was these come from Loudon, New Hampshire, and I sat on a chair. I took it outside because these were all in the front of the library there, and I remember sketching this and taking a photograph, and then when I got the picture developed, I finished the painting. I kind of like that.
I like that too. Now, was that up near the racetrack?
Yeah, there's lilies. I never realized how many species. You wouldn't believe how beautiful. I mean, some of them are just like, wow. And Glenn gave me some photographs that his son took in Africa, and there's flowers that it's unreal, just unreal.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good afternoon, everybody.
That's Mary.
Good afternoon, Mary. We were just talking about you cruising with Mary. Mary, you showing up tomorrow?
No, because there's a big, what do they call it, walk race, what do you want to call it, at tomorrow from Elliott.
Oh,
And there'll only be a rerun from last week.
Yeah.
I thought you said Anthony said him, Jim, and Mary are coming on.
Yeah, that's
no,
what.
no, it's going to
Well,
be a rerun from last
Okay,
week.
good. And I'm
Yeah.
glad you told me because they asked me if I was coming, and I told them yes. But
No, I said in 2 weeks. I told them in 2
Okay.
weeks.
So, Jim and Mary, stay
week.
home tomorrow. Rerun.
Yeah, because it's going to be very crowded down there tomorrow.
Jim and Mary, stay home. Get the soda, whatever. Have
Yeah.
an extra couple of smokes, Mary, and relax. No rerun tomorrow. So no cruising with Mary
Yeah,
tomorrow.
last week.
Well, there is cruising with Mary tomorrow, but rerun.
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 Okay, I'm glad you told me that, Mary. Because
Yeah, because I sent you a message and I sent everybody, I told them, because there's going to be so much traffic there and people running and everything else tomorrow.
yeah. Good. I'm glad she told me.
Yeah.
Because
The
they
it's going to be crowded.
they messaged me on Facebook and said, "Are you going to be there? It's just going to be you and Jim and me." And I said, "Yeah, okay." But now I know. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, because I told them the same thing. It's going to be too crowded to even try to walk Elm Street tomorrow. Cause it's going to, they're going to have the whole Elm Street, running and everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
What? Mary, here's a quick
Yeah.
reading. I just want to tell you something quick. This is what the optical calcite. All right, you're gonna get some. How much? Somebody's got to be very, very excited. They got some very exciting news to tell you, and this is from. It's from a female, and she's got like big eyes, sort of like not quite as big, but you know what I mean? Betty Davis
Yeah.
eyes. You really notice her eyes. She's got some very exciting news she's going to be telling you.
yeah, that'd be good.
So,
It has to do with Batman and Robin.
yeah,
There you go.
right. And also, I got this. What I see also, for some reason, I see a lot of music there, Mary. Or not a lot of music, but I see music all around you. So, enjoy that.
That's a good one. I don't know.
That's a nice spell. Well, I see it here for some, because what I'm seeing in it, it's funny. I never really seen them before. It's musical notes.
Yeah.
So they're not too far into the crystal. So that's happening soon. You'll
Yeah.
see. I don't know. Maybe a
Oh,
song.
maybe Brandon's getting ready to come on.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe it's a song you haven't heard in a long time. You hear it again.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's musical notes, so that's true, Brandon.
Yeah.
And let's see. All right. Also, I'm going to say the number 33. Look for the number 33, whatever significance that has. And then also, I'm going to say it's things are and you're looking in the right direction, Mary. I see things sort of going smooth, but there's like a little blip there. I don't know what the blip is. Maybe they're gonna, I don't know, change your diet or change something, but I see a little blip there and then it goes back to sort of going nice and smooth again.
Yeah.
So you can let me know what that is, but it's like I said, it's nothing, it's just a little blip, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So nothing to, freak yourself out about or, panic.
Yeah.
So there you have it on that, Mary. So you're going to have to let me know if you get somebody with exciting news.
I will.
All right.
I will.
So again, rerun tomorrow, 5 to 6, Cruising with Mary. Rerun.
Yeah.
No live
from last
people
week.
here.
All right.
Yeah.
So there you have it. All right, Mary, I'm going to let you go because Anthony he didn't have a lot of time to tell us
I
about
like
his.
the ones with the lilies from Loudon. I used to live in Loudon.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah,
I belong to an art group. We used to meet at the library,
yeah, I know where the library is, right
yeah.
up in School Street.
and then I did a mural inside there for the children's library.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
Mary, did you work at the racetrack, drive race cars?
no, years ago, many years ago, I did.
Wow,
Yeah,
nice.
when the original owner,
Wow,
Briar. Yeah, Briar.
nice. See,
Yeah.
so you've been around. You've been around. All
Yeah,
right.
I've been to Hudson Speedway years ago. I went to New England Dragway with one couple of my cars.
Wow. I'm impressed, Mary. I never knew this.
Yeah,
I'm
I
impressed.
enjoyed it. It was fun.
All right. Very good. Mary, on that note, let us go so we can get a little bit
All
more
righty,
info
we'll
on
catch you
this.
guys later.
All right. Thanks for calling,
Bye.
Mary. Bye.
Hmm.
All right. So, because you haven't had a lot of time. Poor Anthony, you come on the show minutes.
So we can show this one more time. This
Yeah,
is,
I like that. I like them both.
Yeah,
But I love butterflies. That's why.
yeah. Can we get a close up of that, Brennan? It's kind of hard to see. You've got
Look at that.
Two monarchs.
That's a beauty.
one's hiding from the other there, but this is acrylic on paper. And like I said, the photographer gave me permission to use it and to paint it. So I did. Eventually, what I'm hoping to do is have 50 butterfly paintings and have a one-man show.
Nice.
That's what
Yeah,
I
that'd
want.
be nice.
That's what I'd like to do. So I got to find out how many paintings of butterflies I have and then go from there.
Well, you got one right here, so
Yeah,
there's
oh,
a
yeah.
starter. That's all you need. The first one. You're on your way.
See. So I'm going to try for 50. And like I say, the lilies here are just, they're mind blowing. You know?
They are. So, Loudon, how long ago did you paint that?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. That must have been at least 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago maybe.
And how long ago did you paint this
About
one?
the same.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like that. Well, like I said,
I've
love
got more
butterflies.
paintings that are finished that not framed yet because it's a money thing. You got to get the money out.
Yeah.
But eventually I'm going to do it. I am going to have 50 butterflies, paintings, and go from there.
And you could, like, go down to Hampton Beach. I'm telling you, I always
Huh.
you go down to Hampton Beach in the summer, you'd sell them in a flash.
Huh.
You would.
I got to mat them and frame them. And I made greeting cards out of this.
Is that the one I have? The greeting cards?
I
have?
don't know. If you don't have it, I'll bring those on next time I'm on the show. I'll show you my
All
greeting
right.
cards.
I'll have to check now when I go home because I still have
I got some.
of each that
You know what?
uh,
I forgot this one too. This is one of the old car.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That one's a beauty too.
Yeah.
There he is, the most talented artist
Yeah.
on the East Coast. Look at this.
Okay. This I love. This is I don't even know what year. This really needs a close up. This is see, look at that.
That
That
is.
thing is oh god. It's an old Dodge. But what I did was I photographed this way back in 1981.
Wow, that's a while ago.
And I've painted the first one that I did and I sold it. So I decided 15, 20, whatever years later to do another one. So see how much better they look when they're in a, you know.
They do now. What is, you
That's-
know, like you said, this is acrylic. So what
That's
is-
acrylic
On what though?
on paper. This is the original. Just like that. No, this is
Yeah, that's doesn't look.
that's Copy Express.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
But you know, these things, I love old cars and trucks.
In me, that is a beauty. Now, do you have the original still on?
Original photographs, and this is before digital cameras came out, you figure.
Yeah.
But that's Saint Xavier's Church which is not a church anymore. It's an old Catholic church. I have never been inside, but I'd like to go inside just to look at the windows. They say it's fantastic in there.
Where
But
is it?
It's in Nashua.
Oh,
Yeah.
and what is it now?
It's still there in Nashua, but the
But-
car's gone. That was many years ago.
Yeah, the car's gone, but I mean the church.
The church still standing. Oh, thing's huge. It's
Oh.
gigantic.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be ashamed to tear that down. Just the
Mm.
architecture alone, you know. But
Whoops.
I love
Nice. That is. That's a beauty. Yep,
it. So
you do great stuff, Anthony.
I'm okay. I'll make it. You know, it's just I love doing it.
That's the main thing. And before I forget again, oh no, not this Sunday. It's Kids Fest down there. Never mind. I was going to say Derry Salem Elks for breakfast, but it's Kids Fest, so no breakfast this week.
I am so
But go there
glad
next week.
Mary called in and let me know about that, because I did get a message from Mary St. Pierre saying, aren't you going to be with us? Jim and I are going to do Mary's show on Thursday, and I told him I would, but now, you know.
Mary and Jim, see, starting trouble. Stay put. No need tomorrow. Rerun for Cruising with Mary 5 to 6.
Oh yeah.
We don't have a whole lot of time left. After we're all done here, right after 6 to 7, I guess it's an hour show, right? Rock, paper, hand grenades. Check them out. They're very knowledgeable. They'll fill you in on what's going on, the latest, what you need to pay attention to. Oh, and I just want to say, Anthony, I think I read it this morning. I was laughing my you-know-what off. It's not, you know how the global warming, these climate people, they keep changing the term. Do you know what the latest one is now?
No.
Are you ready for this one? Global boiling. Global boiling. You know why? Because nothing's working. They know it's a scam. So, see, they're trying anything to alarm people, to scare people, to instill fear in people, to jump on their phony bandwagon.
That whole thing is about a tax
That's all it is. And
Yeah.
power.
power.
Yeah. Giving up your rights and freedoms.
No more gas-powered vehicles. You know, no more. You can't fly jets anymore because they're releasing carbon dioxide.
Even though Kerry flies all over the place. I
But-
know it's not his private jet, but it's Teresa's private jet.
No, it's his Heinz Corporation.
Well, that's what I mean. So that's how he says he doesn't have a
Yeah.
private jet, but it's
Yeah.
it's his wife's.
Yeah.
Come on, unbelievable. And this is what gets me when they global boiling, but yet China, India, every other country couldn't care less, does nothing. It's you know, they're bamboozling your people, but
I know.
again, if you want to be dumb, you lose your freedom. So anyway, we don't have too much time left.
Say.
Tell them, remind them who you are and how they can get in touch with you and
Oh yeah.
acquire some.
You can email me at amwpaints26@yahoo.com if you have any questions about art or paintings. Just let me know.
And can they contact you if they want to buy?
Sure.
too?
Sure.
All right, there you go. Again, I'm David B. Look at me, I'm not just leading all this stuff here. I'm David B., the readings guy. 603-404-9338. Biffid, that's BIFFID at yahoo.com. Give me a call, get in contact. We'll do a nice reading and before I go, just want to say, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Hope you had a nice, enjoyable time as much as we did. And two things we need to remember, please, and they're both very important. One, but really, you can't be dumb if you want to be free, that's their sole purpose of dumbing people down and letting all these people into the country criminally because they're dumb. You can't be dumb if you want to be free. And also remember, more importantly, you are a winner.